Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another video, and today we have to do the week two NBA predictions. So this is what happened last week. Well, I meant well, no, this is the games for this week. I don't know why I said that, but this is the games we got this week, and we have a lot of interesting games. We have a lot of good games this week. I'm excited to see every single one of these games. 'Cause I know it's going to be somewhat competitive. And then we got the week one, the reactions. This is not gonna take us long as the NFL because we really gotta get going. Lakers played the Clippers really well. I like how they played throughout the entire game. Phoenix beat Portland. I knew that was a risk. I maybe said maybe that's not a risk. I don't know. I don't know why I picked Memphis here. If I'm being honest, I don't know why I picked Memphis to beat Dallas. Dallas absolutely capable of the shit out of them, but Memphis was injured. Um, this was kind of surprising. I was not expecting San Antonio to beat the Sixers. That was kind of surprising. Um, San Antonio is sneaky. They're sneaky, man. They find ways to win. New York beat Memphis beat New York. Okay, that's not surprising. Chicago beat Miami. That is kind of surprising. I thought Chicago could not really beat good teams, but maybe they can. Maybe they should. This is either they can. Bucks beat the Sixers. Okay, that's done more saying. Celtics Celtics continue to own Miami a little bit, not too much. So Boston beat Orlando. I like how Miami came out home. We got and beat Toronto. I like how they came out. Even though they kind of blew in the lead a little bit, I do like how they I do like how they performed all around. But let's go to week two, and we're starting off with the Western side, and we have a good one. It's Portland going into Los Angeles. I think so. I'm going with the Lakers. I don't know why. This is a huge risk I'm making right here. Portland can easily win this game, but I'm going with the Lakers. The Lakers are favored to win. I have faith. I have faith. But Lakers, if you lose this game, I don't know what to tell you. Do not let me down. Next game we got is Utah going into New Orleans. I gotta pick New Orleans here. At this point, don't let this NBA prediction. Don't let NBA be unpredictable as the NFL is right now. But anyway, I'm going to go with New Orleans. I think they got the better team. They're at home. They should be able to get the job done. Next up, we got is Minnesota going into OKC. I gotta pick Minnesota to win this game. I think Minnesota can win. They should be able to find a way to get past OKC. OKC, sure, they could be the one against Denver, but that does not mean they're gonna get. But they have a tougher competition because I don't think they're gonna get in the paint with Rudy Gobert and Carly Towns in there. Could be wrong, but right now I'm rolling Minnesota. Next thing we got is Sacramento going into Golden State. I honestly am picking the Warriors to win this game. I don't mind them losing to Denver. I think Denver's a good team. I don't really mind the Warriors losing to Denver, but let's be honest. I think the Warriors can pull this one out. Next thing we got is Phoenix going into the Clippers. The Clippers do have good shooters. Kawhi Leonard is going to be out for this game. I don't know how that's going to affect the team, but I'll go Phoenix here. I think Phoenix can get the job done on the road and win this game narrowly. Next up, we got is Utah going into Houston. I can see Utah winning, but I'm gonna go with Houston here. I think Houston should be good enough to win this game. They're at home. They look electrifying at home. I think Houston can pull this one out. Next game we got is San Antonio going into Minnesota. Could see San Antonio winning actually, but I'm going with Minnesota here. I think the Timberwolves with their defensive presence will and Rudy Gobert and the Towns will stop San Antonio. Like I said, it could be wrong because San Antonio has been finding a way to win some games, but right now I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Next up we got is Denver going into Portland. This game is going to be very close. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very entertaining. But however, I'm going with the Denver Nuggets here. I think the Nuggets proved me yesterday that they can go out there and beat teams on the road like the Trailblazers. Like I said, could be wrong, but I'm going with the Nuggets here. I think they can edge out. Next up, we got is Dallas going into New Orleans. This is a risk here. It's a risk for me. I'm actually going to pick Dallas. Dallas, Dallas, and Dallas probably no. Dallas proved to me too much that they can win this game. I think Dallas can win this game. I'm not gonna lie. I think Dallas should be able to find a ways to win this game. Next up, we got is the Clippers going into the Thunder. Yeah, Clippers. Clippers win. I think Kawhi Leonard should be playing this game. Clippers should be good. They should be healthy. Yeah, picking Los Angeles easily. Next up, we got is Golden State going into Phoenix. This game is going to be very entertaining from start to finish. I'm going to tell you that right now. Very entertaining from start to finish. I do think the Warriors are a more collected team, but I'm going with Phoenix because the game is at Phoenix. If the game was at Golden State, then we'd be going the other way. But right now, I'm rolling with the Suns. I think the Suns can get the job done. It's a huge risk though. Every single time I don't pick the Warriors is a huge risk. Next up we got is Minnesota going into Minnesota at home against Spurs. Yeah, I don't know why. But we have this game again. I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of repeating games this week, but I think Minnesota can go 2-0 on the Spurs. Next game we got is Houston going into Utah. I'm picking Utah actually. I think Utah can win this game. Sure, why not? Utah can win this game. They got a sneaky good team, right? I think Utah can win. They can trade wins. They can trade wins at home, right? Next up we got is the Lakers. Lakers going to Denver. I want to pick the Lakers here, but I'm not going to. I think Denver should be able to win this game. Denver should have enough tools to get past the Lakers at this point. So Lakers can compete, but right now I'm gonna go with Denver. Next up we got is Clippers. Clippers going into the Thunder. I gotta go with the Clippers here. I think the Clippers will go 2-0 on the Thunder. I think they can get the job done both days. Next up we got is Memphis going into Sacramento. Could see Sacramento winning, but I'm gonna go with Memphis here. Memphis, not a bad start to the season. You did get your ass kicked by the Mavericks, but the Mavericks are a good team, and I accept that. So whatever. I think Memphis should be able to beat Sacramento though. Next up, we got is the Lakers going into Minnesota, and I'm picking Minnesota because I don't think the Lakers can even get in the paint. I mean, the only people that can get in the paint is LeBron, AD, or maybe Thomas Bryant if he's healthy. But anyway, I think the Timberwolves should be able to have enough weapons and tools in there to get past the Lakers. Next up, Next up we got is Denver going into Utah. Utah could win, but I'm gonna go with Denver here. Honestly, I think Denver should be able to pull this one out. Next game we got is the Pelicans going into Phoenix. This game is gonna be very close, man. Very close, a very entertaining game. Could go either way. This game really could go either way. But I'm going with the New Orleans Pelicans. I think the Pelicans can win this game. I think the Pelicans get revenge on. I'm not gonna. I could be wrong. Very could be wrong. But right now, I'm going with the Pelicans. Think. I think this is I don't know. I'm not too comfortable about this pick. Next up, we got is Houston going into Portland. There you go. Now's the time to pick Portland. Hey, Portland, Portland, come on. You should be able to win this game. I mean, Houston, they're all right, but they're not as good as the Blazers. The Blazers should be able to win this game. Next up, we have the Thunder going into Dallas. Dallas wins this game easily, very easily. I don't know. I wouldn't say very easily, but come on, Dallas should win. We all know that. Next up, we got Memphis going into Utah. Picking Memphis for the last game of the Western Conference too. I gotta go with Memphis. All right, and now we're at the Eastern versus Western side. So we're starting off with Brooklyn going into Memphis. Dude, I don't know what's going on with Brooklyn. I mean, they got their ass kicked against the Pelicans, and they go out there and beat the Raptors now. I don't know. I'm gonna go Memphis here. I think Memphis has the energy and the effort to win this game. Could be wrong, but I think I'd rather go with Memphis. If it to me, I get the edge to Memphis. Look at that one. Next up, we got Miami going into Portland. You know what? Give me Portland. I think Portland's gonna win this game. Miami looks kind of shaky right now. Not gonna lie. I think Portland. I might actually pick Portland. I'm not gonna lie. I think Portland can win this game. Honestly. Next up, we got is Dallas going into Brooklyn. I think Dallas is gonna get this statement win here. I think the Mavericks are gonna get the statement win in Brooklyn. Could be wrong, but come on, let's be honest. If Dallas beats the living shit out of Memphis, then I don't know how. Because the Nets have been a little shaky so far, so I don't know how that's gonna do. So I'm gonna go with the Mavericks here. Next game we got is Miami going into Golden State. Can see Miami winning, but I'm gonna go Golden State here. I think Miami gets kind of stuck here. I'm gonna go with the Golden State Warriors. Should be a good win for them. They're at home. They're facing a good Miami team. But right now, it should be the finals last year. Jimmy Butler made that shot. But right now, yeah. But not about the playoffs. I gotta go with the Golden State. Next up, we got Chicago going into Spurs. Yeah, I'm going with the Spurs. Never mind. Do you guys really think I was going to pick the Spurs? No, I'm picking the Bulls. Spurs could win. They find ways to win. But right now, I'm gonna go with Chicago. I think they got the edge here. Next thing we got is Miami going into Sacramento. I'm picking Miami. Miami should be able to win this game. They should be able to have enough tools enough to win this game. They should win. I'm telling you, Miami should find ways to win this game. Next up we got is Golden State going into Charlotte. Golden State. Dude, Charlotte is injured right now. They are stabbed. LaMelo Ball's not even playing. I think I can comfortably pick Golden State here. And then we got the Eastern Conference. So we're starting off with the Eastern Conference with Charlotte going into Atlanta. Gotta pick Atlanta here. Gotta go with the Hawks. They look good at home. Not gonna lie, I think they've been home this entire season so far. Maybe could be wrong, I don't know. But right now, come on, I gotta get to Atlanta. They can get the job done. Next game we got is Washington going into Cleveland. Cleveland wins in a regular win. I don't know. Cleveland. Cleveland is going to be a good ass team. I'm trying to tell you. Cleveland's going to be a good ass team this year. So whatever it takes, I think Cleveland can win this game. Next up we got is the Pacers at Philly. I'm picking Philly, but I'm not comfortable about it. The only reason why I'm saying I'm not comfortable about it because Philly is 0-3. That's basically the only reason. They are facing against the Pacers. I think Philly can actually get the first win here if they don't choke up like they did last time. Next up we got is Toronto going into Miami. I mean, Miami did kind of choke last game. Damn. I mean, Miami did kind of choke. But they'll rebound from that. I'll go ahead and pick Miami here. They can rebound, right? It was choked the lead. They had a 27-point lead. They were kind of blowing out the Raptors. So I think I'm more comfortable picking Miami here. Next game we got is Orlando going into New York. Can't see Orlando winning, but I'm going to go New York. They're at home. That's the only reason why I'm giving them this win. They are at home. I think they can get the job done at home. Magic, they could win. No disrespect on Magic, but right now, give the edge to New York. Next game we got is Boston going into Chicago. Boston. Come on, Bulls. You just got your shit robbed by the Cavaliers. How the hell are you supposed to beat Boston? I don't know. It's just not happening. If you have Chicago beating Boston, let me know because you gotta go to physical therapy, man. Something's wrong with you, man. Next game we got is Detroit going into Washington. Picking Washington. I want to pick Detroit. I'm rooting for Detroit, but I'm going for Washington. I think Washington has the upper hand here. Next game we got is Orlando going into Cleveland. Like I said, I want to pick Orlando, but I cannot. I just can't. I'm picking Cleveland. Cleveland should be able to win this game. They should have enough tools to win this game. They should be able to have enough weapons to get past Orlando. Next game we got is Atlanta going into Detroit. Come on, I'm seriously, why is Detroit getting all the good teams, man? They're getting good teams, but I cannot pick them to win, especially Atlanta. I cannot pick Cleveland to win this game. I'm Detroit to win this game. I just can't. Next up we got is Brooklyn going into Milwaukee. I think the Bucks will win. I think the Bucks have proved they are the better team the last couple of years than the Nets. They proved to me that they're the better team than the Nets the last couple of years, and I think they're gonna make that commitment. I think the Bucks will be able to win this game. Next up we got is Charlotte going into New York. Yeah, I'm picking New York. New York. I'm picking New York here. But I can't see Charlotte. I can see Charlotte winning. Melo Ball might be back this time. I can see Charlotte winning. But I'm going with the Knicks here. They're at home. Next up we got is Philly going into Toronto. I'm picking Toronto. I don't know what's up with Philly right now. If I'm being honest, I think they're going to be 1-4 this entire season. But they can regret. They can get up there. I'm going to go with Toronto. I think Toronto can win that first game. Next up we got is Indiana going into Chicago. I'm picking Chicago. I think we all know. Indiana could win, but I'm going with Chicago here. I think Chicago should rebound. They're going to lose their home, whoever they face at home, and they're going to come back and they're going to beat the Pacers in a dominating fashion at home. Next up, we got is Atlanta going into Detroit. Come on, man. Why we get the same matchup? I gotta go with the Hawks here. It's pretty obviously now. Simple explanatory, actually. Next up, we got is Charlotte going into Orlando. I think so. Give me Orlando. I know this is a huge risk here, man. I'm actually gonna pick the Magic to win this game. Like I said, I don't know Melo Ball status. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if he's back. Paulo looks absolutely incredible starting the season. Already has like 47 points in fantasy. I think Orlando should win this game, and I think they're going to. Next up, we have Cleveland going into Boston. I'm rooting for Cleveland, but I'm gonna go with Boston here. Boston are at home. They should be back. I mean, they've been back. They should be good. I think Boston can win this game. Next game we got is Philly going into Toronto once again. I think Philly's going to get revenge on them. This is a huge risk here, but I'm going with the Sixers. Sixers, I think they can get revenge on them like we did last time. I think Philly can win this game. They're gonna take the L on Wednesday. They're gonna think about it, and then they're gonna beat Toronto on Friday. It should be even. Should be even in Toronto, right? Next game we got is Indiana going into Washington. Washington wins narrowly. Washington wins narrowly. Should be close, but I think Washington gets the upper edge here. Next game we got is New York going into Milwaukee. Milwaukee wins this game easily. Easily. The Knicks are not good enough to beat Milwaukee. I don't think anyone's good enough to beat Milwaukee right now. So especially how Giannis had that 44-point game. Absolutely not. I can't pick the Knicks here. I just can't do it. Even if I wanted to pick the Knicks here, I just wouldn't be able to anyway. Next up we got is Indiana going into Brooklyn. Brooklyn wins in a tight game. Close tight game. Indiana, they could win. Brooklyn has a lot of way too many statements in there. But I'm going with Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn should be able. I think Brooklyn gets the upper edge here. Next game we got is Philly going into Chicago. I'm picking Philly because Chicago just got their asses whooped against Cleveland. I don't have a good scenario how the Sixers have been shaky too, but let's be honest. Philly can say Spools, who's the really better team at this point. Philly, I'm going Philly. And the last game we got for week 2 is Atlanta going into Milwaukee. If you guys think I'm not picking Milwaukee here, go shake your heads off. Like, seriously, I gotta go with the Bucks here. Bucks just look menacing right now. As a team, they just look menacing. All right, remember said Atlanta could win, but I'm gonna go Milwaukee. I have the upper hand pick Milwaukee though. All right, and these are my week 2 NBA predictions. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these picks here in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we can't wait for these games, these couple games right here to get settled today. I'll be watching my Lakers. Hopefully we win. This is an obvious pick here. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out. We'll see ya. Go Lakers.